What separates legends from the average? What separates the 1% from the rest of this world? There will come a time in your life where you will ask yourself this question. Haven't you lived here long enough? You've been in doubt and fear and uncertainty and confusion and comparison long enough. Haven't you been depressed long enough? Haven't you been broke long enough? Haven't you been broken and fractured and defeated and demoralized long enough? You still think you have time, but I came here to sound an alarm in your heart, to let you know that tomorrow is not promised. I'm convinced that there's somebody listening to me.
And so when you capture something that's real to a person, right, like a song and the way they sing it, and they're not comparing it to the way they sang it last time, they're not thinking about whether or not their tour is bigger than the other big tour that's out there. There's something that I think really resonates with people, and we just go, wow, like that's, you know, I see it as like that's the human spirit in action. It's really beautiful.
The process is the prize. The pursuit of becoming is the prize. Once you achieve that which you wanted to achieve, you will look back at the process and realize that who you became in that season was a lot better than what you achieved.
All we need to win are the fellas in this room right now. And all you fellas need to do is believe it.
If you don't grow, you're dying. If you do not expand your business, expand your family, expand your life, expand your mind, if you don't push to grow, you're dying. And what you have will be taken. And I don't want to see that happen to anybody.
You gotta have the courage. Do you have the courage to act outwardly on what you see inwardly? Or will you die a dreamer? Will you die on the verge and on the edge and in the land of coulda, woulda, and shoulda? It takes courage to be successful. It is far easier not to be successful. Misery will always have company. Success breeds contempt. If you don't want to make waves, be mediocre. Be normal and fit in.
And I think that's just the greatest part of the journey that I've achieved, is like that understanding of what I'm capable of and that belief in myself to what I can accomplish. And it only came through the journey, it didn't come through the winning, it come through the challenges that came along the journey and coming through it and fighting through it and the beauty of all that. And on top of that, there's just been so many moments in the midst of things where like it's a workout or it's a diet or I'm starving or I'm just like doing check-ins or something and I'm just like, this is incredible. Like I'm peak condition in the world right now, fighting to be the best in the world, and I'm living in that moment right now. I'm doing this is what it takes. When people see something on stage, this is what they don't see, or what I'm feeling in my mind, what no one will understand what it takes to get there. I get to experience this every day, and I think it's just part of the human experience of feeling in life that's just so beautiful.
You can't plant beans and expect to reap diamonds. You have to work outside the box, and you have to believe outside of the box. You can't believe what everybody else believes. You can't think the way that they think, because their thoughts are inside the box. Their thoughts are, I'm just gonna work to get to the evening, to get to my Netflix shows. I'm gonna get through the week to get to my weekend. I'm gonna get through my career to get to my retirement. Life is bigger than that.
Trying to live with less gravity and more backbone is a salty task. To live lighter with less gravity, live lighter, not take certain things so seriously, but still have the principled backbone, because as I'm getting older, we get older and the black and whites turn to gray, and then there's a great word, compromise, we all say, which is such a mature thing to do. Hey, change is inevitable, let change happen, and I'm not ready. That's part of getting old, I think, not just getting older. Same with cynicism. It's a disease of getting too old. And I'm not ready I don't want to be ready to give up.
An instinct that may sometimes lead you wrong, but they're the only thing that's ever led you right.
Right.
And that stuck with me because...
Yeah, well there's something very relevant there too on the instinctual front. Okay, so things will beckon to you and call to you, and You'll have intuitions about which pathway to take. And you will, in all likelihood, follow those. Because what else do you have? You have these orienting instincts. This is another reason why you don't lie. Because if you lie and you practice lying, you pathologize your instincts. And then your intuitions lead you wrong.
I got one question to ask you. Can you do this thing alone?
I've trained 99% of my life alone. No one pat me on the back. I did all of the work alone.
When you fall down, there's pieces that break off of you, right? You don't pick those pieces up. Those pieces pick you up, and they go into a different place in your mind. They go to a different place in your body. They go to a different place in your heart that allow you to be stronger, that allow you to be smarter, that allow you to be more intelligent, that allow you to be more resilient. Most people, when they pick up the pieces, they pick up the pieces and put it back in the most easiest place for them to fit something. No, those pieces have to go fit somewhere else because, like I said, you have to stand up a different individual. I just don't know if he's standing up as a different individual anymore.
Wolves don't lose sleep over the opinions of a lesser species.
Be alone. Go to that dark space.
You may not want to fight that battle, but you need to.
A beast is someone who can go through hell and be grateful that their legs are working.
What are you? Are you a sheep or are you a wolf?
When you train alone, I can take myself to such a level of real passion and purpose.
Nobody's gonna feed us. You gotta feed yourself.
The feeling I get is something I can't even explain. I don't need anyone.
It's on you.
You gotta want it as bad as you want to breathe.
Success starts with you. It's all on you.
If you want to be strong, you gotta learn to fight alone.
Yes, you're tired. Yes, your mind is saying give up. Yes, it's saying quit. But you cannot quit because you realize you have not reached the goal yet.
Day in and day out, you got to keep on working. And if you get knocked down, so what? Rise up and get up.
Nobody's going to believe in you until you've already done it. Nobody's going to come and celebrate with you until you've already done it, which means you're going to have to work for a long time by yourself with no applause, with no awards. No one's going to believe in you in the beginning, nor should they. Be okay with it.
If I have to do it alone, I will. Start alone, but get started.
The wolf on the hill is never as hungry as the wolf climbing the hill.
It's not easy going it alone, but if you keep going, stay true to yourself, it will be worth it in the end. The hardest walk you can make is the walk you make alone. But that is the walk that makes you the strongest. That is the walk that builds your character the most. To all of you fighting battles alone, to all of you going against the grain, battling the naysayers, stay strong, keep going. Stay strong, keep going.
Do you just want to win? Or are you absolutely committed? Because when you are committed, when you have made the decision that I am going to win, it's no longer a want, it is a must. And when something becomes a must, when you become obsessed with what you've been called to do, you will sacrifice. People that are committed are willing to make the sacrifices. And so ask yourself the question, have you sacrificed everything? Are you paying the price? You gotta pay the price for what you want. Everything in your future comes at a cost. I am acquainted with loss, pain, lack, and famine. I want to win now because when mentality. It has everything to do with how you talk, how you walk, how you think, how you overcome. Winning is not just a crown or a trophy. It is the process. It is who I am becoming. And that is how we win. If you're going to hit your goal, and if you're going to punch through your targets, you have got to see differently. You have got to think differently. You are going to have to connect differently. You are going to have to communicate differently. One day, I just decided I'm going to raise my standards. Make a decision. Raise your expectations. You got to go to the next level. There's always another level. You've been in this place of misery long enough. It's time to win. There is no other option. Winning is a non-negotiable. It's what I do. And all of a sudden, wham! No longer is it just what you do. It is who you have become. Because there are some people that win, and then there are winners. There are people who win, there are people who lose, and there are people who are winners. This ain't just something I do, it is who I have become. I am a winner. The winning isn't just a behavior, winning is an attitude. Because you can have good behavior and a bad attitude. And so winning is a behavior, winning is an attitude, winning is a way of living. You're going to have to manifest that thing that you see in your head to hold it in your hands. Make it count. What you go through, you will grow through. I know you feel stuck in reversion. You may be tired, you may be broken, you may be hurting. But listen, winning has everything to do with your mentality. I am going to win. I've had enough of the loss. I've had enough of the lack. I want to win now. I want to win. We all know what it's like to lose a job, to lose a family member, to lose money, to lose a position. Some of us have even lost our minds at points in our lives. So we are acquainted with loss. Some of us have lost love towards someone, or lost passion, or lost focus. Many of you listening to me know what it's like to lose everything. You have another day where you failed yesterday, where you almost gave up yesterday, when you almost lost your mind, when you almost gave in, when your back was up against the wall. But there is something in all of us, something very inborn, interwoven, something very intrinsic, a distinctive in all of us, a desire to win. What are you made of? What is your DNA? What is your mentality? What are your goals? In this very moment, you have an opportunity. Seize the opportunity. Everybody wants to win. Because winning is not just an exterior thing. How you overcome conflict, how you navigate a room, how you navigate relationships, how you manage your time, how you manage your money. It's not just an end thing. It is not just what I want. It is who I am becoming. That is how we win. Everybody wants to win. It's time to win.
What is preventing most people from moving in the direction that they want to move is a lack of discipline. And no one wants to hear that answer. It's the harshest answer.
This is hard work. It's every day.
When they see that word discipline, it's actually a slap in the face because they know it's true.
If you have any fraction of self-discipline, the ability to not want to do it but still do it, that's the most powerful thing in the world.
What are you going to get without discipline? Are you going to be in good physical shape without discipline? Are you going to be financially successful without discipline? Are you going to become more intellectually powerful without discipline?
You're going to see me for who I am. because I need to change who I'm not.
Discipline is the root of all good qualities. If you want to make progress in your life, you got to have discipline.
Looks like the winds are changing.
Change is good.
Yeah, but it's not easy. I know what I have to do, but going back means I'll have to face my past. I've been running from it for so long.
Oh yes, the past can hurt. But the way I see it, you can either run from it or learn from it.
This dude said, there's a moment when every boy realizes no one's coming to save him, and that's when he becomes a man. And some boys never get there and stay children forever. And it's important when we step out of this. Like, this stuff matters because no one's effing coming to save you. No one's going to make you better at your business. No one is going to get you to be a better persuader of people or framer of people other than you. And I just feel like that's one of the more profound philosophical comments. There's a lot of grown men and women that are still boys and girls because they think someone else is coming to change their life.
Quit, don't quit. Noodles, don't noodles. You are too concerned with what was and what will be. There's a saying, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. That is why it is called the present.
I can't give up. I will not give up. I will do my best to bring out the best in me. I would come to a conclusion and understand that if it's meant to be, it's up to me. I have to be the one to take action. I have to be the one to believe in myself. I have to know that it's not over yet. I have to believe in myself.
And so, dude, to get to that, there's a saying, man. The best way to eat an elephant is one bite at a time. It's the only way to eat an elephant. That's the thing. So, once we remove the confusion and we remove the mystery and the magic and the excuses that everybody else got lucky and this and that and this, it comes down to the same shit. Execute every single day at the highest level that you're possibly capable of. Do that again tomorrow. Do that again the next day. And that's where the mastering of the mundane happens.
Draw wisdom from many different places. If we take it from only one place, it becomes rigid and stale. Understanding others, the other elements, and the other nations will help you become whole.
And there's something to be said for getting to that place in your life, that you don't have to architect what a good day is going to be.
You make good days.
You make good days out of whatever you got. Where I am, this is what I got, this is what my good day is going to look.
Every single new beginning that you've done, and you've done a lot of them, have started in your darkest moments. When does a new day start? It starts at midnight. All right? Is it light or dark at midnight?
It's dark.
It's dark. So if a new day starts at dark, where do you think your new beginnings start?
In the dark.
If you live each day as if it was your last, someday you'll most certainly be right. It made an impression on me. And since then, for the past 33 years, I've looked in the mirror every morning and asked myself, if today were the last day of my life, would I want to do what I am about to do today? And whenever the answer has been no for too many days in a row, I know I need to change something. Remembering that I'll be dead soon is the most important tool I've ever encountered to help me make the big choices in life. Because almost everything, all external expectations, all pride, all fear of embarrassment or failure, these things just fall away in the face of death, leaving only what is truly important. Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. You are already naked. There is no reason not to follow your heart.
The first step
before anybody else in the world believes it is you have to believe it. There's no reason to have a plan B because it distracts from plan A.
I honestly believe that if you're focused and passionate and driven, you can achieve anything you want to achieve in life.
When the world looks at me differently, and I'm not satisfied on how they see me, I have to believe in myself. When certain things just don't work out the way I want them to, I have to believe in myself. When others say that you're done, you have nothing to give, you're weak, you don't have anything that is worthy of yourself, I still have to believe in myself. Throughout life, so many things are gonna happen to you. So many things are gonna come after you and you won't even understand it. You're gonna question over and over again, why me? What have I done? Why is this all happening to me? Ladies and gentlemen, throughout life, you are going to be tested. And someday you will learn to understand that you are a living, breathing testimony now. You can tell your story because you believed in you. You have to know that with faith, all things are possible. Do not think for one moment that in your life that there will not be anything coming after you that will knock you down from time to time. Do not live your life and think all it is milk and honey. I assure you, you are going to drink from the well of misery from time to time. But you got to believe in yourself. When life shows you what it is, when it ultimately reveals itself, when you start to see that every day it's not going to always go the way you want it, when you go outside that door and you're challenged with so many obstacles and you get so frustrated and you don't know which way you're going, you still got to believe in yourself. Your emotions have to be controlled. You have to have the ability to turn those emotions down from time to time. And then you have to step up. And you have to have thicker skin. And you have to know that, hey, this is life. Maybe you didn't sign up for it. Maybe this is what you didn't expect out of life. But as you get older, you begin to understand that this is just what it is. A part of life. But you still gotta believe in yourself.
People don't want to admit that's who they really are, because in society, if you're built that way or you think that way, you're not a nice person, or people have perceptions of you. And this has got nothing to do with being nice, being hated, being good, being bad.
Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become.
The limitations exist only in our minds, and if you start using imagination, then your possibilities become limitless.
If you're passionate and driven and focused in what you do, if you're really good at it, people will take notice. That's basically it.
must be obsessed with the goal, the journey, the outcome, the experience, the rejections, the resilience, the grit. And throughout that journey, as you hit these micro wins, celebrate them and then lock back in.
Foundation of leadership is the ability to make freaking decisions. You have got to be able to make decisions. You have to build a lot on top of that to become a good leader.